after that, we actually sat together with the different teams from OpenText, from ICCM and the Cordys teams to start thinking what is actually required to bring all those great products, knowledge and experience together to build a case management, one of the best case management applications and solutions looking forward. Actually, the solution to that was actually quite simple. We're actually combining three different pieces. Number one, we're actually leveraging the Cordys platform. The Cordys platform is a cloud-ready, model-driven application platform for designing cases, designing processes, designing user interfaces, and bringing all of them together. Second, on top of that, we're actually bringing in the experiences and knowledge and best practices from the Azure framework. So how would you actually start designing a case? What kind of life cycle management tools do you need to design cases? How do you manage SLAs on top of that? That's the experience, best practices, and customer experience we're bringing in. And last but not least, we're also integrating this with the enterprise class products that you already know. Of course, we're integrating and storing our documents in OpenText Content Server. Of course, we're integrating with OpenText Process Intelligence to slice and dice your information and find any kind of new information to start optimizing your processes. And last but not least, of course, we're also integrating with process or BPM everywhere to allow social interactions. Let's have a look, because I'm talking about three different pieces, but of course, all of those three pieces should come to you in one single integrated user interface. And that's what we're showing here right now. Let's get started. So what you see here, if I'm running the video, what you see on the left-hand side, you see the information coming in from case management. So I actually combined here the case engine, the Cordys case engine, integrated that with process intelligence, OpenText process intelligence, to actually show and provide any kind of dimensions on the data. At the top, you will see the integration with the process BPM everywhere. So there you can actually start following processes, you can start following cases. On the right-hand side, you can start designing new cases. You can start designing new checklists. And at the bottom part, that's also a very cool part over there, you see actually the information is coming from the different engines. So that information over there is tasks and information coming in from MBPM. Next to that, you see also information and cases coming in from Cordys. So all of them together in one single integrated user interface. Of course, you can design and start changing those panels, and of course the UI is responsive UI, so if you start changing the screen sizes, of course we'll start aggregating data, start moving panels around. Now let's click one of those cases. Actually what we're showing here now is a case form, a user interface from Cordys. You don't notice that because it just looks like an integrated piece, but at the top you see actually the different actions. The actions are coming from the underlying case model, based on the data and based on the information that we provide. Of course, you see the details over there, and last but not least, the next piece that you can also see, for example, is you can actually define checklists. The checklists are the actions that people need to do. Yeah? If based on your assessment you want design, for example, to show or to start new things, you can, for example, create a new checklist. Or maybe you want to reuse knowledge, or maybe you want to start adding actions based on your personal assessment. So in this case, you add a few new checklists. That means automatically new tasks will be planned and will be added to the case. Again, it's the case worker that decides what is really the next step over here. Another integration is interesting here is, for example, integration with the auditing information. Here you can see what kind of data is happening, who actually made which change, and of course you also have a graphical view where you can see the overall progress of a particular case, to see what actions have been done, where are we right now. A case is also about structured data. So we're also showing here the structured data that you defined as part of your case. In this case, it's about the mortgage request. You just define your own screens and you define how we need to bring all those pieces together. You can also start adding or start amending the case. As soon as you do that and provide information, the system will automatically start suggesting relevant knowledge-based articles to you, to actually start helping you understanding what this case is all about. Last but not least, of course, we also integrated this with Content Server. So all the documents that you're storing and managing as part of the case are stored in Content Server and will be shown to you all together in one single integrated UI. So that's the whole story in a nutshell. If you want to learn more about this, feel free to get in touch with me or one of my colleagues. You will find this in the expo hall, and that's it for now. Thank you very much.